we are getting ready for Game 3 between your Fort Myers Mighty Mussels and the St. Lucie Mets. Live from Fort Myers, we bring you inside the broadcast booth. John Vitas alongside Andrew Pauling. And Andrew, the Mets might have come into this week with the worst record in the league, but they have not played like it, having taken the first 2 games of this series just like they did at Clover Park a month ago.
Yeah, but in that series at Clover Park, the Mussels ended up winning the final 4 games of the series, and it was Tanner Hall who was on the mound in Game 3 of the series in that situation. He started the win streak for the Mussels, and they're going to hope that history can repeat itself here tonight after dropping the first 2 games here at Hammond Stadium.
Yeah, so Hall gets the ball again, trying to play stopper against the Mets. That was a highly competitive game that went back and forth, ended up going to extra innings. There was a light delay in extra innings, and Jack Noble eventually closed it out for the Mussels before their offense just rolled over the final 3 days of that series. For Fort Myers, they did score 6 runs despite losing the game last night. Brandon Winokur got going. He was hitting just a shade over 150 in the month of July before his 2-hit, 2 RBI effort last night. And if the Mussels are going to get to the postseason and have success, he's got to be a part of the equation.
Yeah, and he's the major catalyst in this lineup. He's been one of the most dependable guys that they've had all season long, along with Pancho Ruiz and Rickson Wingrove, who came in a little bit later on. But it really starts with Brandon Winokur. He's the guy that they're going to need if they're going to make this playoff push over the final 6 weeks of the season, along with newcomer Yasser Mercedes, who we're looking to still get things going here at this level.
Mets are mixing it up a little bit on the mound, a couple of roster moves today. They're going to turn to Jorge De Leon, another young starter for the Game 3 nod.
De Leon topped out at 97.5 miles an hour with his fastball his last time out. He's got plus stuff as far as the strikeout total is averaging over 2 strikeouts per inning at this level, although a smaller sample size, but he also has an ERA north of 8. So he walks guys and he does manage to get hit around. So it's a very interesting guy to look at just from a stuff perspective. The numbers don't necessarily tell the story, but high octane guy that the Mussels are going to have to be locked and loaded against.
So that's your matchup, De Leon versus Tanner Hall here in Game 3. And while we have a moment here before first pitch, let's check in with Patterson Fallis, who has tonight's Down on the Farm report.
Thanks, John. Ricardo Olivar was perfect at the plate last night in just his 2nd game since being promoted to Double-A Wichita. The Twins' 20th-ranked prospect posted a career-high 5 hits in the Wind Surge's 9-4 loss against Northwest Arkansas. Batting in the 3-hole, Olivar's night began with a single through the left side. He followed that up with an RBI double in the 3rd inning and a leadoff double in the 5th. Wichita's catcher legged out a pair of infield singles for his final 2 knocks of the night to finish 5 for 5 at the plate. Through just a couple of games at the Double-A level, Olivar is 6 for 8 with 2 runs batted in. After back-to-back losses, the Wind Surge will look for their first victory of the series tonight at 8:05. That was today's Down on the Farm report, brought to you by Brandt, Professional Agriculture, proud to power the Mighty Mussels. Well, it's about time for first pitch here at Hammond Stadium, so let's send it back to John Vitas and Andrew Pauling in the broadcast booth.